Today, we talk about the perks of working from home, the English going home, and how products and ideas are drilled into us through shady means. Some companies and influencers simply cannot be trusted. If you are having trust issues, contact us on our Instagram, Twitter, or at our website, toadsandostler.com. Dentist recommended.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we are Tilted, Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today? What's going on?
Man, I've just been chilling this last week, watching shows on HBO. Finished watching Loki.
Uh-oh. What are your thoughts? Yay or nay? Good or not good?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't want to say
yes
too
or no.
much.
You can
You
just
don't
say
gotta
yes or
talk
no.
about it. I just want you to, is it good or not? Mixed?
Mixed.
Okay.
Mixed feelings. Okay.
Cool,
Right on.
cool. I just started my new job this
Hell
week.
Congrats.
And it's been cool. I mean, I got to go, I'm working from home, so 10 out of 10. If anyone listening works from home, y'all know it's the good life. It's fucking great.
Okay, I've never worked from home. Give it to us. What's going on? What's the
Dude,
situation?
The AC, chilling at home. If you want to go to the restroom, you just go. You want to go, you know, it's lunchtime and you're there. And your commute is non-existent. So now you don't have, you know, the amount of time it takes you to drive to work and you don't get paid for that. But you're already home. It's a beautiful thing. And
you can choose not to shower before you start.
You don't have to get ready. since I would be working in an office, I don't have to get all spiffy.
Oh yeah, you don't have to be wearing the ties.
Yeah, so I'm still chilling in my comfortable clothing. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I picked up some equipment. And so I already have like 2 monitors, right, on my table. But when I'm working, I have 4 now.
Oh, shit.
And I'm just like, geez,
Very nice.
how many monitors can one man need? So, but yeah, other than that, I'd say it's going pretty good. The job's great. Coworkers are very friendly. My boss even sends me gifts and stuff. So
Already?
So
What,
it's
day
pretty
2?
chill. Yeah, honestly, it's
What
good
the hell?
times.
What the hell is a day 2 kind of gift?
No a gift.
Oh, like
Oh.
gifts.
Yeah, like no gifts.
Okay,
So
I
we're
thought he
like
was sending you like some lunch or shit. You know?
no.
Yeah.
We're on team chat and you know, he'll react with a gif and it's just like, you know, very casual, very cash, and it's honestly very comforting.
Right on.
Yeah, because I mean, since it's my first career job, I had this notion of it being a very intimidating thing and like, oh God, are they gonna be anal about everything and all this? So good times.
Hey, good stuff, dude.
Hell yeah, man. What about you, Edwin?
Well, let's see. I've been playing a variety of games. Guilty Gear made it to Celestial, which means I'm at the top.
Wow,
Top of the
what a tryhard! I thought you said
cream
you
of
weren't gonna.
You don't
Go
care
sweaty.
about rank until you actually get to like a respectable rank, and you're like, oh, okay, I might care a little bit about this. But when you're just being a shitter, why do you care about rank when you're just being a shitter? Not everybody has to be good, right? I mean,
And you think you're pretty good. You think you're hot stuff now, huh?
nah, not at all. Not at all. Because I feel like I don't belong there, but the people that they paired me up with didn't know how to fight my character. And that's it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so that's how that worked out. And I guess I just beat enough of those people that didn't know how to fight my character so that it worked out. Yeah. Let's see. The Euros just finished, and thank God Italy did everyone a favor and won.
Fuck
You
yeah.
know, I did not like how England and the English media, as soon as the tournament started, were like, it's coming home, it's coming home. You know, every single press conference when it came to the opposing team, they're pretty much asking, how would you feel knocking England out of this team, this tournament, knowing that it's coming home, knowing that this trophy is theirs? That kind of question. It was so bizarre and actually fucking insane to be watching these people question athletes saying, "Hey, how about you lose a little bit so that England
So
can."
that it comes home.
Yeah. So when Italy won, Bonucci, the captain, the co-captain of the Italy squad, was like, "It's coming to Rome." You guys got that way
Oh,
wrong.
dude.
Oh
Okay.
shit! All
Yeah,
right.
Yo,
it's coming.
the pettiness.
There's a shit post I have to send you, Edwin. That'll get a good kick. I'm
All
sure.
right, for sure, for
Dude,
sure. But
and I mean, talking about shit, dude. The aftermath of the game. I mean, you hate to
the
see it.
the three black players that like it's especially Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford has done so many great things for England as a whole. You know, when the COVID thing was going on, COVID-19 was going on, all these poor kids that relied on food from schools weren't getting their food, so they were just basically starving because their family didn't have enough money to pay for food and stuff. That was, eventually
those
that was
tough
supposed to be
times.
covered for school.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus Rashford went talked to Parliament and was like, "Yo, what are we doing about these kids? Let's feed them their meals. Even though they're not coming to school, we can still give them the meals that they deserve." And he's become a hero to England. At 23, it's actually insane, right? But as soon as he misses a penalty, he's just another black man, and that shit is not okay.
And that's that shit, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking...
that's athletes have been saying this forever. You can be at the top, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams. You could be at the very, very top, but as soon as something brings you down, you're just a black man or a black woman. Every single thing, everything you accomplish doesn't matter, but the color of your skin, and that shit. I don't know, like
I mean,
English
it's a real downer.
Yeah,
and it's more of the same because I mean that's soccer's number one problem would probably be racism, and it's unfortunate that it had to be these three specific players just to give fuel to these wretched people that have poison in their hearts.
Exactly. It's pretty messed up that it happened that way, and all the goodwill just goes out the window, and it's just they defaced his mural. I don't know if you guys have seen it. He has a mural.
No, I didn't see that.
I think he has a mural in his hometown, and it's pretty nice. And they defaced it. They tagged it up with a bunch of nasty stuff. But yeah, it's pretty bad.
There it is, people. I mean, racism ain't just a problem in the U.S. All over the goddamn place. Jeez, man.
Yeah, especially with soccer, where so much is nationalistic. Because oh yeah, I'm rooting for the United States. I'm rooting for Mexico. The nationalism then becomes entwined with, inherent racism, and it can be casual or it could be severe.
For sure. And
it's unfortunate.
I think the sad part about that is that there is black people in almost every single country, right? And just to say that, we're Americans or we're Mexicans or we're English, we're Italians, you can't just exclude black people for the color of their skin because they too are they're also your brothers. They're your
countrymen.
Your countrymen.
They're countrymen. They're fighting your wars. They're playing the important games there for you, with you, and then to just single them out after a defeat, it's just it's pretty ugly to see.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, didn't the English kind of outperform?
Yeah, they did,
yes.
but it was supposed to come
enough.
home.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, shit.
I mean, the team went home.
The team.
Yeah, they went home. I've been playing Rocket League, League of Legends, and Knockout City. I was playing yesterday. It was pretty cool. But
Fun.
and Valorant. I picked up Valorant too. It's pretty fun. But that's all I've done.
Righty-o. So what's going on, man? What are we talking about today?
What's the topic, Jeff? Let's go.
Well, I still watch a lot of television, not as much as before. So I'm exposed to a lot of advertisement, whether it be by commercials or by, just ads on YouTube or whatever. I still see a lot of it. And, sometimes you're exposed to the shadier parts of advertising. And I wanted to dive into that a bit on the episode.
Yo, before we touch on shady advertising, how about we touch on, yes, guys, it is our very first sponsor. Very first sponsor. And if you guys are looking for comfortable, motivational, and sexy workout gear that was designed by someone who has lost 60 pounds. 60 pounds, guys, and is still going. Well, you look no further to the King Shit line by our editor, Jose the King Ponce. And not only will you be supporting him, you'll be supporting the podcast and the American Heart Association. So there it is. That is our first sponsor. And I mean, hell, if we're gonna sell out, if anybody wants to, they want to be featured in our podcast episodes, hell yeah, just give us a message, a call. You know where to reach us.
The sexy 60. That's the hashtag to take.
The sexy.
Ooh, the
60.
alliteration.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's the sexy 60.
Dude, we're making the taglines on the fly.
Exactly. This is content right
This
here.
is all right. So let's so you said shady advertising.
Right.
Like what about it? Because I mean, this shit's everywhere.
Yeah, so let's go back to the beginning, right? Like OG advertising and shit. I'm talking about cowboys stopping in the middle of the show to smoke a cigarette type of old school, right?
Wait,
What? What do you mean?
what? Like
Yeah, this is
The
like happening.
the Lone
like
Ranger?
Way. Yeah. They just say like, oh, but first a quick word from our sponsor, like Marlboro cigarettes, and then he'd be like smoking a pack on air.
Oh shit. Wait, how far back are we going?
just chain smoke that entire
I just wanted to
fucking
give that
pack.
example because I thought it was funny.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
Yeah, but no, I mean the tobacco industry has always been like shady advertising 101, man. They had like what, Joe Camel?
Hey, he was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Kids thought he was cool too. That was the whole
Oh
point.
shit.
Yeah,
I was a kid and I thought he was cool.
exactly.
I don't know who Joe Cabell is.
Well,
don't
I don't know, but I think smoking is cool as shit, and I guess that's just a testament to the advertising, right? I don't smoke myself, but I look at someone smoking, I'm like, damn, that guy's kind of cool.
That's a
Especially when
cool
it's a
guy.
cigar. You smoke a cigar and you're the coolest motherfucker there. Right?
Because it's
You have
always
to also be
depicted.
wearing a suit.
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
always
you have to also
depicted.
be wearing a
It's
suit.
always
Yeah.
depicted as high class, high level. If you smoke a cigar, it's because you won a championship, or because you're a businessman who's
You're celebrating.
winning. Yeah,
Or a
It's just-
mob
It's
boss.
a status symbol.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but then we also get into like shows, old school TV shows like G.I. Joe, a couple other things like Power Rangers. All of these things had toys made before the show.
I remember G.I. Joe's. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had a toy
For
line,
sure.
and they're like, "Hey, we need to sell these toys." So then they would make a TV show based on the toy. So you have like a 30-minute ad reel essentially.
Well, I mean, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, right? They were literally that too.
Hey, but would this be
In a
considered?
sense.
Would this be considered shady though?
Yes and no, because when you think about it, the kids don't know at the time, right? They see, oh, cool toys, I want that toy, and they're just watching a commercial, right? The parents don't know either. They're none the
Okay.
wiser that their kids are just watching a 30-minute commercial.
Okay.
That's pretty badass, though. I mean, Pokemon shaped my life, dude. Shaped my whole childhood. I would say that advertisement worked really well on me.
Yeah, so I kind of think that we should maybe draw a line, make a distinction between what's what's shady and what is maybe kind of blurring the line between ethical and unethical, right? Because advertising to kids is really, you got to really tiptoe the line to make it as effective but not problematic.
You know, I for all the shit that Disney gets, if you watch Disney Channel, there are zero ads, in for like products. If you watch like the actual
really?
Disney Channel, yeah,
Yeah.
the ads are only for like their TV shows.
Their
They
own
don't have
shows,
like yeah, they don't show like products. They don't show food. They don't show toys.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, but that's only true for the main Disney Channel.
right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So then where do we draw the line?
We draw the line
I go
at
for it.
harmful things that are really bad for you, but are advertised as good for you. You know, the Nutella example. Nutella, when it came out, was advertised as a healthy breakfast food that you would just have on toast. You know, you spread that shit and you were good, and you were healthy, and it tastes amazing, right? In reality, you're just eating chocolate for breakfast.
You mean sugar?
Well, I mean, yeah, like a
Is it like
hazelnut chocolate
60% sugar?
Yeah, that thing's fucked. But it's so good.
Quick little history note: it's called spread because it needs a certain threshold of the nut to be called the butter. If it doesn't, if it's below that threshold, it can't be called the butter. It has to be called a spread.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's not even like a lot of hazelnut. It's just hazelnut and filler.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all filler.
Yum.
Oh, well, Subway. I totally forgot about Subway. Remember, Subway
eating fresh.
Subway's not considered bread in Europe. It's considered like a cake or candy
Yeah, it has too much sugar.
because of the sugar in the bread for Subway.
Also, their subs aren't even a foot long. Sorry to cut you off, Rannick. They're 11 inches. But continue.
Wait, so I just wanted to talk about Subway because we were all there during the Subway advertising of the guy who was like, I lost all this weight. What was that guy's name?
Oh no,
Jerry.
he can't say his name, bro. He got canceled. He's a diddler.
Oh yeah.
He's a big time diddler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miss, yeah, that guy. Anyways, that guy lost a lot of weight because he would walk like 4 miles to the nearest Subway or some shit.
Yeah, he had a lot of exercise on his way to eating a Subway sandwich.
So, would that be considered shady advertising?
Yes.
It's false advertisement for sure.
I would say if you make a false claim to promote your product, it is shady by definition.
Is there any other examples of false claims that you guys can think of?
So we have 5-hour energy, you know, where it was claimed that it was more effective than coffee and doctors recommended it, you know, and that was found to be deceptive. And yeah.
I mean, I never had one, but I always thought, I do have that thought in my mind, like, oh, this is stronger than like a coffee or something. You guys ever try one?
Maybe
No.
the doctor's recommended tagline was probably not the best.
Oh, yes. What is up with that shit, dude? Like, whenever a product is like, oh, like doctors recommend this, it's like you can pick up any fucking doctor anywhere, and as long as one person says, yeah, I think it's pretty good, then they'll slap on the label like doctor recommended.
Or, you know, you just line their pockets.
Yeah.
With some green.
Anything that says doctor recommended, I go the other way.
I mean, toothpaste. Can you go the other way there?
4 out of 5 dentists,
do.
bro.
I do.
I'll listen to the 5th dentist.
Are dentists doctors? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, bro, that last guy, he's not a part of Big Dental. You know, maybe he's onto something.
Yeah, 9 out of 10, right?
Yeah, that last guy.
That last guy wants a job. That's why he doesn't want people brushing their teeth.
Exactly. He's the unethical dentist.
The one who recommends fillers and all this antibiotics, and all you really came in for was a checkup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Luminosity app. You guys remember that? There were little brain games that they advertised on TV. You download the app, you play some brain games. They claimed that they could prevent Alzheimer's and other mental disorders with that app.
I feel like I faintly remember that one.
There's Frosted Mini Wheats that Kellogg Company claimed that it improved children's attentiveness by 20%.
I mean, probably the sugar.
It didn't do that shit at all.
I would say it should have the inverse effect, if anything.
Kellogg's again with Rice Krispies, saying that Rice Krispies can boost your immunity.
I love Rice Krispies. You will not slander the good name.
I'm not a fan. I prefer Pebbles. I
also prefer the Pebbles.
Give me the Pebbles any day.
Fake.
But Rice Krispie treats, you put that marshmallow on there, we're talking. We're talking. Let's see.
It's just a lot of
video games lie to us all the time.
Of course. What, Cyberpunk? What's the other? What's the last big game before that was all hyped up and now it's kind of decent? The space game.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky had a lot of false claims.
Yeah, video games lie to us all the time. They take our $60. People don't return. Too much of a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that's with that. But there's so many things. Like right now, I'm keeping an eye out on kombucha. Kombucha has been stated to like be the health drink, and I'm still keeping an eye on it. Only because I don't like it.
My God, how dare you talk about kombucha,
bro? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen where all these claims that are fucking outrageous are gonna come out and be like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I've already heard some of them. It helps with cancer treatments. It helps shit like that. So I'm already anti kombucha.
What is in kombucha anyway?
No clue.
Well, it's
something about mushroom
it's tea.
people.
It's fermented tea. It's called a mother. It's a mother, which is literally a fungus. It's just a bacteria growth.
Oh wait, so that's actually true? I thought that was just a System of a Down song.
No, it's a growth. you throw that into your tea and it ferments it for you.
Oh shit!
It's actually disgusting looking. And then you got kombucha, but there's so many medicinal uses for kombucha right now that I don't know. I know that's a millennial. I'm working against the grain here, and I'm probably gonna get canceled. But I think
by the Zoomers,
yeah, give it a couple years, and kombucha's gonna be on this list, guaranteed.
Kind of like coconut oil. Like all the fads and stuff. Every time that there's a new diet fad, then it ends up being not true or misleading, and then everyone just kind of like, okay, so what's next?
I mean, the seafood diet has never done me wrong.
What can I eat to make me skinnier? That's the shit. What can I eat? Stop eating. How about that?
So what have you guys seen like modern day? So some of these examples are kind of old, but is there something going on now?
Well, movies have always had like blatant product placements, right? So you go back and watch like any Fast and the Furious movie, you got to talk about the Coronas, man. Because nothing's better than having a cold one with your family.
There it is. Didn't they have a family edition too? I forget what it's called. There's a Corona. There's like a special Corona, I think, that might be like a family edition, or I forget what it's called.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about beer?
Yes, of course.
Coronas.
Family beer?
Yeah. When you drive a quarter mile, afterwards you just gotta crack open a Corona with the family.
Orale.
Oh, it's called Corona Familiar.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wait.
So I wonder if they did that because of. It's
The
probably
movies?
has nothing to do with the Fast and the Furious series, but
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it.
yeah. Well, it's product placement, shady advertising.
It depends. Because sometimes it's blatant, right? Like a car is driving away and they focus on the brand. Things like that. I don't think that's as bad. I think it's when it's, like, say it's someone's smoking a pack of cigarettes and the labels focus on the camera. Things like that. Like Edwin said, when you're sponsoring things that are bad for you, that's when it's, like, not very ethical.
Oh, I see. So it's not really. It's not always how it's advertised, but it's what is being advertised.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because in advertising, like ethics is probably the number one concern, right? Well, at least it's supposed to be. Because advertising has a very powerful way of changing people's perception on things, and people are always getting sued in court for false claims and things like that. So the wording and the process of like dissemination, right, of like all the different medias where the advertising is being shown, all of that is like super, super regulated. But I think it's great well, it's not great, but the way that they tiptoe around it in a lot of cases, I think could be, I don't know. Can you kind of like praise it a little bit?
I see where you're coming from, right? It's like it's this elegant dance of tiptoeing the line.
Yeah, because they're always coming up with new ways to like tread that needle.
I saw an amazing example of this that made me so BIC, BIC, the lighter
Pens?
company,
Lighters too.
So these people have an advertisement right now. You can look it up. It's on their website right now. They have Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg together, right? Okay. And they're advertising these lighters. So Snoop Dogg is known for the weed, for the marijuanas. For the devil's lettuce, right? That's what Snoop Dogg is known for. Like, Snoop Dogg is so known for this that he's allowed to smoke weed in places where no one's allowed to smoke weed, right?
I mean, who's gonna tell him something? Are you?
That's my Uncle Snoop Dogg, bro. No one told me anything.
Yeah, let him smoke his weed. Anyways, BIC's advertisement has Martha Stewart saying these lighters are good for lighting, blah blah blah. I don't remember exactly what she says, and it has Snoop Dogg saying, "and more."
Nice,
right? We all know what we all know what Snoop Dogg's known for. He didn't say explicitly what the more is, but we all know what it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And they're tiptoeing the line. They probably had like a billion meetings on just that line and more, right? So it's provocative, gets the people going. It's pretty awesome, and it gained. I mean, I don't smoke. I don't have a fucking reason for a lighter, but if I did, I'd go BIC. Let's go.
I'd go BIC. I have never heard that before.
Sometimes advertising works, people.
No, actually, I've noticed that sometimes advertisement works on me, especially with food. I hear an advertisement and then days later I find myself at that restaurant. And I'm like, why am I here?
Big same, dude. Why do you think I went on a chicken sandwich craze?
The only food advertisement that works for me, one word. No, wait. 4 words.
Oh, shit.
The McRib is back.
Oh!
That'll get me off my seat.
Yup.
Oh, man. You guys overhyped that so bad.
It's the best shitty sandwich ever. All right.
It tastes like cafeteria. It
Nope.
tastes like that cafeteria sandwich you got at
the
fucking
McRib has the Jeff seal of approval. All right. Yeah. Not a lot of food gets that, but the McRib, stamp that shit.
It's so shitty. God. All right.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of this on my feed. So I don't really know how, like, if this is something that's just happening or what the hell. But I don't know if you guys heard of like these influencer coins, like these cryptocurrencies that are being promoted by influencers.
I've heard there's a minor scam on Twitch about it. Some people of the FaZe clan were a part of like pump and dumping some cryptos.
Right, and they claim that the people that were engaged in the pump and dump were doing it out of their own will, and it's like does not represent who FaZe is and blah blah blah, all this stuff. But they're just one of the many, right? Because you got celebrities, you got a lot of people basically promoting cryptocurrencies to millions of viewers, and they turn around and sell it.
Yes,
that is
shady AF.
And this
Gambling.
is something that's not regulated.
Yep.
Because there's laws against pumping and dumping in the stock market, but there's nothing for cryptos yet, right?
No, not to my knowledge.
And so, I mean, I don't always like big government, but I mean, they gotta step in, dude.
Yeah, some poor saps are losing money.
Lots of money, and a lot of people are getting richer. The thing is that they're already rich, and they're just
That's
getting
exactly
richer.
why they're not going to come in to help, bro. They don't care about the little guy.
They have to, man. That's the only way that people can believe in the government again.
I mean, the government stepped in GameStop. That didn't help the little guy. It went the opposite way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just got an advertisement that actually works right now.
Oh, live advertisement coming in.
Live
Working on
advertisement. So
Here's the
Uniqlo,
what are we buying?
Uniqlo's releasing their Pokemon shirts, and they're my favorite type of nerd shirts where they're not overly stated.
Okay.
You know, it looks like a little T-shirt and it just has a tiny little insignia, and that's what's up. Uniqlo, thanks for this ad. I might buy one.
Wow.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor us too, by the way, you know what I'm saying.
But back to the tilt, dude.
We all wear T-shirts.
Back to the tilt, Edwin. Stop
All right.
it.
So I think,
Dude, go ahead.
Oh, you want to go?
No. Go ahead.
because
Go ahead.
this is me moving on to like the big one, the big topic we heard today. The
Okay.
big example for today.
What is
So,
it?
sponsored content. All right, this is literally everywhere, and it's gotten to the point where you'll have trouble distinguishing it from like an advertisement, and it's bad. You'll see like sponsored articles that look like an article, but it was an ad the whole time. You see it with videos. You see it with like a lot of shit. So to give an example, well, the definition of a sponsored content, right? So this is just reading it off. Material in an online publication which resembles the publication's editorial content but is paid for by an advertiser and intended to promote the advertiser's product. You know, contrast it to native advertisement, which is just, you know, standard commercials and product placement, shit like that.
And you know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is an ad. That's all it is.
So this sponsored content crap, this is the shit that has made influencers rich, is this sponsored stuff and like affiliate links and all this bullshit, which I get it, you know, make your money. I'm not gonna, there's a lot worse ways to make money, so I'm not gonna trash them for it. But there are, for example, in the computer space, if you're a YouTube channel that is exclusively reviewing products, and then every now and then you sprinkle a paid sponsor video, and then your viewers basically aren't gonna know the difference between like a review and the advertising, and that's when, I don't know. That feels really, really shady. It's legal and all that good stuff, but it's shady. And it's always when the content creator has something to lose, or something to gain from promoting certain things. That's when it irks me, especially. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this game called Earth 2.
I have not. Enlighten me.
Edwin?
Go ahead. Nope.
So Earth 2 is a future. Okay, so this is their definition: is a futuristic gaming concept for a second Earth with Mapbox maps at its core. The team at Earth 2 have created a geographically linked digital grid layer that spans the entire planet, allowing people to claim ownership of virtual land in the form of tiles. So imagine all of planet Earth, but now planet Earth is virtual. So that's why it's Earth 2.
And you can claim it
And
as a player.
people pay real money to own plots of land virtually. So this is very similar to like the NFTs and people selling like images online, right? Like, oh, this is the original copy, so it's worth money and blah blah blah, etc. So the Statue of Liberty just sold for $65,000.
What?
Yeah. So some person in South Korea
Paid $60,000.
65,000 for all the tiles that are on the Statue of Liberty.
Why? I don't know.
Well, I mean, was it like Star Citizen? People were paying crazy amount of money for that game, and it never came out. It's still, I mean, it's still in early access forever.
Well, that's the thing, right? Earth 2 is like just an idea. They haven't even, they said that like first quarter of 2021 that they were going to come out with like something, right? Like to show people that they're actually working on the thing that they're promising. And they delayed it. And so if by the end of this year they have nothing still, I don't know, all the people that are there's a lot of people that are promoting Earth 2 and like, oh yeah, this is legit, because at the end of the day, the more people that go into it, they'll be able to sell eventually whatever plots of lands that they've put in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have people that own like virtually millions of dollars, right? Because they bought it hoping to one day sell it for millions.
All right.
And it's insanely stupid. And I mean, that's the same could be said about cryptocurrencies and all this stuff that lives virtually, because, you know, like, what is a virtual thing?
Yeah. What is a Bitcoin? What is a Dogecoin? What is any of that?
Yeah.
bullshit?
And so, like, I don't know. It's crazy because, like, there's people that are exclusively out there to, how do I put this? It's like signal out scams, right? But then you have the people that are adamant that, oh, this is not a scam. This is not a scam. Here's my referral code, by the way. You should definitely get in. And they get like a 5% kickback on, you know, it's just like, holy shit, dude. Scams are evolving.
They're selling an idea. They're selling I guess it's probably like published or copyrighted, right? A copyrighted idea, and they're making money out of it.
Yeah. I mean, just
without even creating anything.
Imagine one day we get a video game that's very in the style of like a AAA company, but it's all cryptocurrency. Like that's gonna be, I feel like that's the direction that we're headed.
I mean, advertisements are finding themselves in video games, which is wild. You know, you're playing a UFC game, a round ends, and it's just like, hey, Subway or, Wendy's, eat this, that, or the other. And it's just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
This is just gross, you know? But
I want to get back to like sponsored content because I have a couple examples. You know, gambling is, I don't know if it's still big on Twitch, but it was for a bit. And what would happen was they go to a streamer, say, hey, gamble on our website. And they would rig the odds in his favor. So this guy would go on stream, win, playing this virtual casino, and he'd be, selling it to his chat. Like, hey, look, I'm winning on this casino. Look at me having so much fun winning. I'm winning. And, like, no, the odds are in his favor. He's being paid to play these video games. I don't know. He's being paid to play this virtual casino.
Jeez, man. Did they get any kind of repercussions on this?
Nope.
So everyone's just like, oh, what a dick. All right, cool.
Yeah, like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit. All right.
All right, guys. Here's the thing. You guys know I like being up to date with video games, but I will never watch a sponsored content video game.
How do you
So
may have already watched one? You don't know.
no, like the ones it irks me to see people that are getting currently sponsored by a video game and then being like, "Oh my god, yes, this game is so great. Oh, I love this game," and then they never ever play it again.
Well,
And
no.
it's just like,
Think of it this way: sponsored content is more along the lines of there's a guy on Twitch who plays strictly RPGs or strictly fighting games. So this fighting game company goes to them and goes, "Hey, play this
yeah,
fighting
for
game."
sure.
And then yeah, they play the fighting game, they have fun, whatever, and then they'll play it again a couple times, just to sell it. They'll play it for like a week, but like spread it out. And it's not blatantly an advertisement because they're spreading it out with the rest of their content. Like the whole point of like sponsored content is to mask it within your normal content. That's what makes it like super shady.
But even the actions of the person change entirely.
For sure.
A person that doesn't necessarily act like that is then just being so bubbly, so extra about
You
this
give
product.
more energy, or like just having more energy for the stream on that particular day, just to keep more like concurrent viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
I can see what
everybody
you're saying.
engaged, get everybody buying the thing. I mean, it technically works for everybody, right? But it just irks me. I will never actively choose to engage in that practice. It's so gross to me because those people aren't being genuine. They're just being led.
I can see that because specifically for a streamer, or let's say a YouTube content creator that you trust and you've been following them for years and all that stuff, and it's kind of like they're preying on that connection that you have.
Exactly.
Right. Because it's not just about the product and like whether if it's good or not. It's more of like, if this person says it's all right, then it must be all right, and I trust them.
Mm-hmm. Like I trust all the like videos that I've watched before. I trust that this guy's video game sense and style is similar to mine. All right, let's do this, and then you get it, and it's a raging piece of crap, and you were just scammed, Stuff like
So
that.
let's say then that the game is actually good, and there's a ton of streamers, like you guys have seen this on Twitch, where they have some of the most popular streamers all playing a single game because it's about to either release the following week or maybe it just released, and they're trying to get people to like drive up some excitement. If the game is actually good, is that still shady, or is it only shady when the game sucks?
I think it's.
Go ahead.
I think it's shady when it's not like blatant and not a blatant advertisement. When they're not specifically saying, "Hey, I'm getting paid to play this." It's not the sponsored isn't in the title, or like it's when it's not shit like that.
And I think a lot of content creators do point that out because they know that their integrity and the trust that they have with their community is more important than a check.
Also, I think FCC laws made them do that.
Oh, you think so?
They now have to say that it's advertised.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was some
shit, I didn't know
blowback
that.
about like a CS:GO gambling websites because of that. There were some legal troubles for some bigger streamers, some big YouTubers.
So now, whenever you see an advertised segment, you'll see #ad on everybody's title, because they have to do that now by law.
Oh. And here I thought they were doing it out of the goodness of their hearts.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah,
No,
so if you see, there's key phrases you got to look out for. Brought to you by, fueled by, inspired by. Things like those little buzzwords.
right.
You got to look out for those in articles or descriptions.
Video games, NBA 2K, fueled by Gatorade.
Yeah.
Damn, should we talk about the grip that Gatorade has on the sports drink industry? Is that because of advertising, or is it just the better product?
Have you guys seen a Powerade ad?
No,
I feel like I've seen a couple.
I don't think I've seen one recently.
I haven't seen one.
Yeah, not recently.
But then I still remember all the iconic Gatorade ones with like a an athlete sweating Gatorade. Those are dope.
Well, that's kind of the beauty of being the first. If you become the first in your market, then you have a advantage.
Yeah.
And they just made sure that they didn't lose it. So,
Well,
there it is.
could we talk about the advertisement of like Uber and all that stuff and that law that just passed?
Yeah, which law?
What was that law, Jeff?
The one where they didn't have to pay their workers?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
great.
one. Yeah.
Well,
The one I didn't read.
Yeah, they basically can treat them like independent contractors as opposed to employees.
Yeah, they don't have to give them benefits or any of that good stuff.
So what about it?
They advertise that you can do well. Well, I mean, you technically can do well for yourself on it, but they're taking like rights of an actual job. Like they're making it harder for you to dedicate your entire actually treat it like an actual job. They're just making it harder for you to do that as a person.
So then,
Is that a week?
What
Is
it?
that week?
Well, because I think in that case, I think it's dumb to like if people are being led to quit their job and just dedicate themselves fully to that without really knowing how much an Uber driver makes, then I feel like that's more like stupidity on the person's fault, not really the company. And
But the company
It could be both,
advertises it.
yeah.
Yeah, the company advertises Uber as an alternative for work.
Isn't that
You
the
can-
whole point of like shady advertising, where you're deceiving the person being advertised to?
You technically could. Let's say if I really wanted to devote 8 hours a day to Uber driving, right? And that's because I saw the advertising saying that I could replace everything. It pretty much it advertised as replacing as opposed to supplementing.
Okay, that's an important distinction.
Yeah, because Uber is a supplement to your paycheck,
For sure.
right? It's not an alternative. It's not a jump ship and make a living
Yeah,
here.
it's supposed to be
But
a
that's-
side hustle.
That's what it was advertised as.
Which is funny
So-
because that was the original advertisement. I remember seeing those commercials. Hey, get your side hustle on. So I haven't seen any newer commercials, but I remember those side hustle commercials.
Maybe they had to. Maybe it was part of the. I don't know specific examples, but I feel like I've heard where if a company goes to court on, let's say, some false claims, then they have to actually go out of their way to fix the claims and make advertising that corrects it. And they're obligated to do so by law. So maybe maybe it's something there. Unless they're
Now, when-
like really changing their tone on their direction because they just felt like doing that to capture a different kind of person looking for a job. But
So when
I mean,
so
it
when
could
a
be cool,
company gets forced to create advertisement to fix their wrongs, does the budget stay the same, or can they?
well, that's still out of their
can-
pocket.
Can they allocate? No, like does the law tell you put the same amount of effort into this advertisement fixing it, or can the company be like, hey, let's cheap out on this?
I would
I'm-
think there's
I'm
an associated.
Sure they do.
There's like an associated fine on top of whatever else they have to do. So they can do the bare minimum, but the fine is what's going to hurt them the most.
That's still kind of shitty though. At the end of the day, you're getting subpar advertising trying to fix what actually the damage that was caused.
Well, that's the beauty of interpretation. That they can argue like, oh no, this is good. We had people work on this, and then, just because it was shitty to you doesn't mean it was shitty to everyone. So it's kind of where it's really hard to enact certain like there's no finite. I guess there is finite number in terms of ratings. So like if the advertisement got, let's say, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw out a number like 50 ratings, so then I would imagine the court might say you got to get 50 ratings of the other commercial, for example. Maybe something like that, but again, I don't have a specific example. I just know that it's something that happens.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, all the anti-consumer... Wait, no. The consumer-friendly organizations that are always out there, like the watchdogs that are out there, like, shout-outs to them, dude. Because if they could, believe me, these corporations would do the dirtiest shit possible.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Starting with kids, man.
If it were up to them.
Get them young.
100%. You know, this children's cereal that are advertised, they'd be advertised as healthy. All of them.
Yep. Part of a
You know,
well-balanced... I'm pretty sure they used to be. You would
Look at
always
all
see
these-
like part of a well-balanced breakfast. I remember that as a kid. Frosted Flakes, part of a well-balanced breakfast.
Look at
Cinnamon
all
Toast
these
Crunch, part of a
vitamins.
Dude, I
Yeah.
cry. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I used to eat that so much as a kid. As I grew up and I looked at the nutritional facts, I'm like, dude, I can't be eating this.
Yeah. Do you guys remember Milo or Milo?
No.
Milo it's a Nesquik type chocolate drink. You pour it into milk and you mix it and stuff like that. Milo is actually advertised as clinically like good for your kids when it's just a fucking chocolate powder drink.
Oof.
But it was actually advertised as clinically good for your kids in other countries. And it was just like, well, if you're a parent, you want the best for your kids, right? And you buy it, and it's just fucking chocolate.
Yeah, it's tough. I
I
kind
kind
of
that down with their Nutella sandwich.
Yeah, I also kind of feel like we can do away with any kind of advertising that says like clinically proven or doctor recommended. I feel like those things should just be removed completely. Even though for some products they live and die by that kind of stuff. I feel like the regulating bodies they just end up working in their own interests as well.
Well, I mean, imagine how many pots the sugar industry has on everyone. The corn syrup industry, like that in its own is a giant fucking monster that probably can't be taken down like that. So, I don't know. Well, anyway, speaking of shady advertisement, if you guys want to lose for sure a guaranteed 60 pounds, make sure you get a kink shit.
Hell yeah, the link will be where are we gonna put those links? Probably on the
YouTube, probably on the post on Instagram.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, so that'll be the end of the episode. And remember, just be careful with what you consume on the internet, on TV, on anything. Just be cognizant of what you actually consume, in media, as well as food and everything.
Yeah, I wanna echo the cognizant part because we're so used to mindlessly looking at things, and we kind of just take them for what they are. And so just be very mindful. And that can be applied to anything, really, to everything.
Yeah, anything you consume, anything that you take into your actual life, just make sure you know what you're bringing in and what you're putting out into the world as well. So you can reach us at our website, tiltednotsir.com, where you could find links to our Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
And remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stoyed.
Later.
Sexy 60s.